Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today for my craft and chat live class. Today we're creating a Valentine's Day card, and of course, as always, I say you don't have to have the products, and you can also change the sentiment. This is a card that I did yesterday in my in-person class, but I'm going to step it up a little bit, so you will see a simpler version if you want something that's quick and easy, and you will also see a stepped up version. I will be using this Be My Valentine set, which I've had for ages. You might have some of the newer products that you can change it up, and I'm sure you'll find something that you'll be able to work with. Thank you for joining me. My name is Rochelle Laird Smith, and I'm from Stamping Flair, and I'm based in Melbourne. Please say hi, and if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, I'd love to chat with you. If you're watching the replay too, please ask any questions. Happy to help you as we go along. Right now, product of the month is this Painted Illusions Designer Series paper. I haven't placed my order yet for this month. So when I do, which will probably be tomorrow, I will order this paper. So how you can get this paper is how you can qualify for this paper is when you place an order of $125, you will get the option to add this paper for $9. So it's only available when your order reaches $125, and it's available while supplies last. At the moment, you will get, I think our previous two products of the month are still available. So you may get to choose from three products or two products if there's still supplies from the previous months. So you just pick what you want, and if you want another product, you will have to place another order. So that's how it works. So the 125 will get you one of each. So you can't select the second lot of the Painted Illusions. So one per account. Hi Sharon, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And right now we are having a joint offer, and this is uh, an exclusive product at the moment, which is not available to the public. It hasn't been released yet. We as demonstrators had the opportunity to purchase it last month. It was retailing by memory, I think it's 84 or 86 to us. I'm not certain how much it is going to sell for when it does sell to the public. But you don't have to worry about that. You can get it for free with the a starter kit. So how a starter kit works is that you pay 169 and you get to select any products you want to the value of $235. So that's available until the 2nd of March. And I will explain to you a little bit more as I go along. So for my card today, I have a pool party card base. I love pool party, and I love it for Valentine's because it's not overly Valentine. I'm not into the really strong reds and things like that all the time. I've got some basic white, some two-tone cardstock. This is, oh, that had a bit of blue on it. I use my, oh, it had some, we can use the other side. I use it to, which is really naughty of me. I use my bone folder to spread the ink when I do refill. So this is some splash two-tone, and this is pool party two-tone. So two-tone cardstock is in 12 by 12. It's white core inside, and then it's a lighter weight than our regular cardstock, and we'll be using that in a fun way today. Just because you can rip it, you can sand it, get different textures. So it's good to have on hand. And then I've got a few bits and pieces which are pre-die cut because in my classes I spoil everyone. I do a little bit of prep for everyone. So we're going to start with some stamping. So with the starter kit, I would suggest, I think I just dropped a stamp, but we'll find out sooner or later when I do my die cutting. Felt something drop out. It's probably one I need, right? Um, let's see. Is it the little heart? Goodness, it probably is. I tell you, I felt it go and it just went down. It's all right. We can work it out. Don't you hate that when that happens? And photopolymer is hard to find. I'll find another heart of some sort. I wanted a heart, but I'll use a different heart or a different set of hearts. This one has another, because this one, I felt it. And it's the very one I wanted to use, of course. We go with the 4, and then I'll spend an hour trying to find it after the live. That's the way it goes. It's all right. We'll use the little ones and we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, so with the starter kit, I was saying, you get to choose the $235 of product, and you pay $169 ship free to you. And then till the 2nd of March, the the stamping positioner is going to be added to your kit free. So I'm stamping in Pool Party, and what I'm doing is creating a little background with this stamp. I was going to have the little heart, but it decided to pop out for me while I was just looking for it. So let's do this. Sometimes it's nice to create your own background. Oh, am I going to do that? Do I risk it? If not, I'm going to get another piece. That was not happening. I'm having a good day. It's all right. Sometimes these things happen. It's all right. I'm thinking it was something like this, 7.5. If not, we can trim it. I would have flipped it, but then I had, be a bit stronger on the, something is there. It's not doing it. Let me switch blocks. Why am I all flopsy today? Do you have days like that? Okay, we'll start in the middle. I wonder whether there's something inside there that's, oh, it's just me. Probably just me. Okay, back on it. That's okay. I've got a little bit of a tear there, and I'll just add some blending, which I was going to do anyway, but that's all right. Initially, I stamped the hearts in between in, I'm going to add another one in there, I think, in Pool Party, but I want to do some heat embossing today to step this up a bit, and I think it'll be nice. Just something a little bit, it's simple. The card was reasonably, not too complicated, but I'm just going to leave it to settle a bit before I start heat embossing this and that. Then I'll do some ink blending with the same color, so I kept it quite easy. Yeah, I'll do the heat embossing after. I'll blend first, so any heat embossing will go over the blending. I'm just taking that lip off because I'm stamping on the reverse to what I cut. Tell me, how was your weekend? Had a busy day yesterday. It was full on. It was so much fun, but busy. So today I've been trying to put things back in my craft space because I have my class in my lounge. I take everything down to my lounge and have it there. So, morning, Nicole. You're new to my channel. Well, welcome. Whereabouts are you joining from? Because It is Sunday evening here, 8:10 in the evening. So yeah, on the other side of the world, I'm gathering. You're getting me on a whoopsie daisy day today. I've been dropping stamps, dropping blocks, stamping wrong. One of those chaotic, chaotic days. We all have them. It can only go up from here. Now, pick whichever side you want, right? I went for the lighter side here. So when you're ripping cardstock, you're from Texas. Well, lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining me. Um, Rip towards you, and a little tip for making it not go real crazy when you're ripping. Have your non-dominant hand, so whatever the other hand you're not ripping with, close to where you're ripping. Others, if you hold it here, it can go a bit askew. It doesn't matter, it's ripping anyway. But if you want to sort of have a little bit of control over what you're doing, and then if you want a bit more of a dip like that, you can manipulate it a bit, should I say. It just gives you a little bit of control, a controlled rip. And then you have that side you can use, right? So here I'm gonna go maybe the darker side on this one. Love meeting new people. That's what's this community is great. You meet lots of people and like online, and you never meet in person, but it's nice to be able to meet um, in the online realm. So always good like that. So because my stamp is somewhere on the floor, and happy hunting after this live, I'm using the little stamp. So what I'm using is this. I was That's the one I was going to use, but I'm using these little ones, which is okay. It'll give me the same sort of effect, just a different stamp, and we adapt. So I'm just going to add some the embossing buddy over. So this is, you will get the embossing buddy when you purchase the embossing additions toolkit. So it's in that kit, and it just stops the embossing powder from sticking in places you don't want to stick. So I am adding Versamark, like hearts, and you can, I'm not going upside down where I normally would, like if I'm stamping my own background in this case. You know, I splurged on my last order and I got new embossing powders, new Versamark, and it makes a difference. It's nice to operate with brand new tools. And sometimes we all want the new stamp sets, and you feel, oh, that's a boring order. Yes, but sometimes boring is necessary. We stick with all the new stuff, and you do need to update your regular tools at times. And I hadn't updated in a while. So this, and then I went to my friend's to do the virtual card making retreat, and she had this one, the gold, and it was magnificent. And I thought, oh, I better get it. It's nice to have a nice rich gold. So I haven't tried this on this card. Then I just thought, let's see how it might step it up a bit. Add a bit of, I like it. What do you think? Yes, it's nice to meet in person, isn't it? Yeah, that's what. Um, my class was great yesterday. We was able to meet in Like I had lots of new people, and it's just nice to meet new people. Um, and I have to say, like after COVID, it was a little bit tricky to get people coming back to classes. Everyone's a little bit scared, I think, and or maybe not even scared. I think they just got comfortable meeting online. But maybe we all just got a bit lazy or happy to craft in our pajamas. I mean, it is nice to just hop out of bed and then just craft. But oh, you have an Australian friend in your group? Do you know whereabouts she is? Whereabouts she's from? He or she? I'm just going to. I think this side needs a little more gold. Just on that side. Touch more. Oh, that's not actually. I. Oh, why am I thinking? Let me do a quick Google. I think that's not far from me. Or is it? Oh, is it? No, that's somewhere else. I'm thinking of another town now. Okay, she's in Yapunia. Oh, is that in Queensland? It's in Queensland. I'm gauging. No, I'm thinking of another town close by here. It sounds similar, but it's not the same. I get confused. Well, you'll have friends here to visit then. That's nice. You calm down. So I'm heating this on setting 2. Use my tweezers to hold it. Hi, Kay. Good to see you. Hey, my name is Kay. Is Yeppoon in Queensland? To be fair, I don't know all these places in Victoria. They're probably in a better place to specify. Well, I like how that the little gold hearts are showing up. They look cool. Look at that. So I'm doing from under. You can do it from over. I just generally, not all the time, I would say most of the time, do it heat emboss from under. Tomorrow starts my series with the lovely Blossom Suite. So it will be on YouTube. So 4 days in a row, I will have the lovely Blossoms class. It's my card creation series where I have a kit available for sale as well, or you can purchase the PDF, but I will run the class on YouTube available for everyone to watch. Does that gold look nice? The gold is really nice and rich. We don't get any wildlife in our house. I don't know. I think that's, they have stories. I think people you have this concept of certain things that happen in Australia, which is interesting, but it's like you think you cross a kangaroo every 5 meters or something. That doesn't happen either. That being said, where I live, we live in the country a bit, and there was someone had run into a wallaby the other day, which was a bit sad. I splattered a bit of Pool Party on that stamping blend. So now I've got this Pool Party two-tone, and I have the Summer Splash. So you want to have your nice torn edge there. Right. You like the embossing. It does make a difference, doesn't it? I'll show you my version, which I didn't class, and sometimes I try to because I had brand new stampers, so I just wanted to not keep it not be too complicated at the start. So this is the Love Notes Designer Series paper, which I have been using to the death. Like, I just love it. Good, because like I said, I'm not mad on like strong colors in the sense of Valentine's strong colors, and this is a more muted. It's almost like a wash, I would say. um, that's what I feel. It's just a very nice, and it's got lovely colors, and I think you could, it's not necessarily like, look at that side. You don't have to use it in that way. I have so many glues, again tested them and it's not working. Yes, so if you are not a regular follower, if you're new, just please sign up for my newsletter. I do share a brand new tutorial every week, which is got measurements in metric and imperial there, so you can craft along. I send you notices about the promotions, of course, and classes, and it's just a good way for you to be kept abreast of what's going on. I'm also involved in a group in our crafting community called the Stamping Lounge. Now, the Stamping Lounge is a group of my friends Kayla McCauley, she's in Tasmania, and Maheswari Rajaguru, she's in New South Wales, and myself. We are the creative team at the Stamping Lounge. I've got the link there for you to check it out. It's a membership group, but you can also purchase the classes separately. We run retreats. Our next retreat is at the end of February, and it's the Cute as a Bug retreat, $54.95. You can join us virtually from anywhere in the world. So the classes are held on Zoom, but we have a separate platform. I'm just going to pull this up and pull it down a bit. We have a separate classroom platform which gives you access to the event. You can watch it lifetime access. So there'll be 18 projects, 6 fun falls using the Cute as a Bug suite. That's on the 21st, that weekend. So it's 2-day retreat. So that's all up on my website there, stampingflair.com. You'll find all the information for that. So I'm just going to glue that there. I love that gold. That gold is really nice and rich. So with this, I've just added the banners, and we're going to put them on dimensionals. You all voted for Binti and Robert. Wasn't he excellent? I didn't expect him to be so good. Oh, wow. Your sister in love has met the Irvins. Wow, that's so nice. Oh, yeah, I did not expect him to be so good on Dancing with the Stars. He was like a natural. And then I've just added dimensionals, and I'm putting that there. Now I am going to add, I have die cut this earlier. This is a pre-release from our March Online exclusives, which is the Forever Florals dies But we also, if you have purchased the virtual card making kit, you would have received the bundle in that. So I've die cut this from Granny Apple Green, which is like a total contrast here for me. But I went all out, which is like you would think, oh, that's sorry, not Rochelle. But that I just thought I'll give it a go, and I did like how it looked. And I'm gonna cut it in half. You'll see where I'm going with this. Um, so don't worry that like some of the leaves look a bit weird and stuff like that. Don't stress about that. I'm going to get my embellishments too while I'm at it because I'll forget about them. Um, we can use any embellishments, but while I'm thinking about it, I did use, I'll tell you what I used. I might not have even packed it up yet, but that's all right. Wanted something soft and subtle. I did forget to pull them out. That's okay. We'll work something out. So with this, the reason I'm doing it like this is to give a bit of fullness. So you can die cut more, but the way I'm placing it, I don't need more. So I'm trying to try Shy Shamrock. For a simple cut, I wouldn't do all this blending, but I'm trying to step it up a bit. And I'm going with a cooler tone because Granny Apple Green is quite a strong color. And so I thought, oh, let's try and cool it down. You could do Shaded Spruce. You could even go with Summer Splash. We're all morning Summer Splash, I think, going in a couple of months. So if you want like those in colors, get your refills and things early because your Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Shy Shamrock are gonna go. So now you see that it's just muted a little. That strong color is not there, and it just takes the edge off a bit. This die is a little bit tricky to cut. You do have to run it a couple of times. So just test it with your own machine, your stamping gun and emboss. Just test it. So I've cut this out of crumb cake with the stylish shapes, and this is the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And you can step that up by die cutting it with a with what do you call, if you want out of another like spotlight on nature or something like that. In this case, I'm going to use pecan pie for my sentiment. I'm using Happy Valentine's Day because it's a Valentine's Day card, but you can use, of course, birthday. The birthday wishes from the Simply Said die fit perfectly inside that because some people want to do a birthday, so I actually most did a birthday instead of the Valentine's yesterday. So I pulled out that, and that worked well. I always recommend using a piercing mat. It's going to give you a lot of a better image when you, let me get my pecan pie. Just add a little bit of edge to this. He was excellent from the beginning. I don't know. I think they must have like natural. Maybe it's also what do you call, a drive to excel and be the best at what they do. That could be something like that as well. You know. Where's my sample? It's funny if I've lost my sample. I just want to make sure I'm doing something similar to what I've done. All right, yeah. All right. We have a bit of a bigger border than we did on that, but that's all right. There'll be glue in this, but it's hiding. See, it gets clogged up on one side. That's way too much glue than what I need. What's your favorite type of glue? What do you like to use when you craft? Do you have a favorite? Yeah, I like my Tomboy. I love the reason this is I've cut it and that's why it's being wonky. I get a bit rough sometimes. That's all right. Desperate times. I don't know. Okay. You only need a little bit because when we put dimensionals, that is going to hold that in place. I'll start adjusting this once I stick it down. And then we can stick these. Just minimal glue. It'll stay. Right, so you're kind of adding that nice fullness there. Right, so we can add some dimensionals on this. For this, I would have one set on the right because that's going over the banner, which already has dimensionals, and double it up on the left. So now we've got a bit of color and lots of color happening and seems like a hot mess. And we need to balance this out. So you've got your like a bright green. And at this point, I wanted to bring in the base. You want to bring in that base color out. So I brought in the flowers in. These are from that same die set, which is that's not available. It's available for pre-order if you're a demonstrator, but it will be available next month. So it's in our March online exclusives. But as I said, if you want it, you can get it in the virtual card making kit. And if that's available still, and you'll get that will include your card class as well. So we make 15 cards, plus you get lots of product. Basically, that paid for product. I think that class was pretty much product. You didn't really lose out. Oops. No, that is not what we wanted. Just let it settle. Has that happened to you? Oh my goodness. It's all right. All right. That was a good save. That's why I worry. All right. Okay, now I'm going to do this with glue dots. Might be a bit safer. Safer. See, do you end up with 3 scissors on your table? I don't know why I do that. Okay. Glue dots are your friend. These are great little things. Maybe put 2. You can do glue up the Tombow as well. But that's what I was using before. It's just that mine's a bit not the greatest tip at the moment. So just give it a little bit of a curve. Before I stick it down, I am going to bring in my real red with a little bit of a splatter. So we have a bit of color continuance there. So then we can fill that up. Then I've got another lot of flowers. Actually, I have a 3 lot. That set comes with a 5 flower and a set of 3. So I have die cut. Let's see whether there's a smaller set, which is nice as well. It's nice to mix it up a bit. Yeah. So you can do that. Add another glue dot. just when you do that, it just gives a bit of texture by, all right. And that's pretty much it for our card. Of course, we have to put a ribbon. Maybe I'll lift that up a bit so it doesn't look so lonely. Yeah, I switched it around a bit. Should I do that to that? Top, small one at the top, big one at the bottom. So for balance. Yeah, that's better. So let's put our ribbon. This is, I'm not sure whether this is, might be in Last Chance. This is real red shiny ribbon. I feel this might be in Last Chance. I think this is part of the traditions of Christmas sweet. So I'm sure you will have some ribbon that works. You may have even a nice pool party ribbon from past years. If you're like me, you'll have a stash. Just give it a twist because one side is shiny and the other side is flat. So you want your tails to be the same. So once you tighten it, just make it really tight, then pull it. And I'm just getting my fabric scissors, which here, and then it'll sit nicely. Once you tighten, it's easier to adjust it. That's what I found. Oh, I'm nearing the end. I've got more glue dots. I've just got to get them out of my... Will I be able to use this lot? Oh, I wonder. If not, hang on. It's rare. It takes a long time to get to the end, right? Now, you will probably need, I'm putting one for now, but I would say put 2 to 3 because this ribbon is quite, what I would say is, the fabric is quite slippery. That's the best way I can word it, for want of a better term. It's the polyester is, yeah, it just tends to slip. So put for stability, put a few glue dots. It'll just help it stay still and nice. So for the inside, now you could add some designer series paper. I'm just going to add a few of these, and maybe this didn't want to stamp for some reason or other. Okay, we'll do that. And I might, let's see, we could still add some DSP. And heat emboss. Where's my hearts? Here. Okay, let's do some. You can even, let's do it just even in blue. Just keep it simple, right? Just the same color. Okay, that's quite sweet. Just simple, then you can write over it. It's easier. Now I'm going to show you my original card, and this, oh, we could add embellishments. Hang on. We want more embellishments. We have to do embellishments. Okay. So I had added the deer dots on my previous one. I'm going to try and find them. Here they are. I think. Did I spot them? Have you got a favorite embellishment at the moment that you are using all the time? What am I reaching for all the time? I think those glossy moody glossy dots or something. That's what I'm seem to be reaching for all the time. So my gear dots are somewhere. Um, Maybe it's with my class stuff. So I'm just going to add these ones. Again, I think these are still current. These are the rainbow dots. I might even go with the deeper blue. And I kept it quite soft. And you can use whatever embellishment you like. Now, if Valentine's is not for you, you can change up that layout as, with the designer series paper and make your own, use your own paper as well. So here's the two cards. So this is the simplified version, and this is the stepped up. So before the simplified version, I had stamped in pool party and stamped those larger hearts and not layered the banner. I just used the die cut. I didn't do any blending or anything like that. And this was just the 1 3/4 inch punch, and that was the 2 inch punch for layering. Whereas I swapped it here for the die cut shape. So, and I did some blending around there. I've added some heat embossing, a little bit more blending there, and I've added an extra layer. So ways, if you're short on time, you might want to do this one or step it up like this. Let me know what you think. I will have a product list for you soon so you can shop with me if you're in Australia, or if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I do appreciate you joining me today. I will be back. I will be sharing a video tomorrow for the next 4 days with my lovely Blossoms class. I will be back live with you on Wednesday afternoon. That's 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely week ahead and stay safe. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.